Hi, welcome to our second web series entitled The Spices Life. Today we're going to be talking about different spices that you find commonly in our kitchen. And today I welcome you into my own kitchen. Now, all of the stuff we've been talking about so far, I know we've only done one lecture, but I always try to do it that it's easy recipes that you can do at home, and all the ingredients are most of the time found right in your kitchen. Today we're going to be talking about garlic powder, onion powder, turmeric, and ginger. We're also going to be using some chickpeas, some fresh spinach, roasted garlic. Love the smell of roasted garlic. This is one of my favorite things to have on hand in the kitchen, and very, very easy to make. And if you go to our blog at digestiveddiseaseny.com, you can actually view a previous blog post I have about how to roast garlic and roast vegetables like roasted peppers and onions. So today I have my intern, Erin Kershaw, coming to us live as well. She is actually going to be doing the lecture today on the spices. And there's been a lot of confusion lately on coconut oil. Is it the big hype that everybody makes it out to be? What do you think, Erin? You think it's like everything that everybody makes it out to be?
Very trendy right now.
And I think that olive oil has been getting a real bad rap lately. So we're going to talk about the health benefits of both and maybe why you would use one over the other in different cooking methods in your kitchen. So I'm going to hand this over to Erin. You're going to be good?
Yep.
And she's going to explain to you all of the spices and our different uses of oils in the kitchen.
Okay, so let's get started with garlic powder. We'll go over how to cook with it and some of the health benefits with using garlic. As you see here, this is garlic powder. Adding garlic to food adds flavor and spice. It can be used to season vegetables, Italian dishes, meats, etc. Garlic has a couple of health benefits. It can help fight the common cold and cough. It also has some antioxidant characteristics, which can help reduce inflammation. And garlic powder is readily available in all local supermarkets, including Stop & Shop, Hannaford's, Adams. Really, any supermarket sells garlic powder. All right, next we're going to look at onion powder. As you can see here, it looks like garlic powder, but a little darker. Garlic and onion powder are oftentimes used together for use as meat rubs and in soups and stews. Again, you can purchase onion powder by itself or is often sold in mixed seasoning packets. And just like garlic powder is commonly found in all local supermarkets. Again, this is onion powder. And for those of you who don't like that taste of raw onions, the onion powder has a less intense flavor. Oftentimes adding onion powder helps to cut down the salt content of foods, and this could help decrease the rate of developing hypertension, heart disease, and stroke. Remember, you only need a little bit of onion powder, and that goes a long way. All right. Next, we're going to look at turmeric. As you can see here, it has a very bright orange color that adds a lot of color and a lot of flavor to foods. It's commonly used in Asian and Indian dishes. Turmeric also helps with inflammation in the body. It also helps to soothe an upset stomach and decrease cramping, fatigue, and nausea associated with menstrual cramps. Okay, and then the last spice we have here is ginger, a little darker. Ginger is sold raw, but it's also sold in a powder form, which we have here. Ginger has a lot of health benefits, and it is another spice that's really easy to use in the kitchen. It can be added to unsweetened teas, stir fries, and vegetables. It can also be added to a marinade, and it has a great refreshing flavor. Ginger helps in treating gastrointestinal disorders. It is known to help ease the symptoms associated with rheumatoid arthritis and inflammation. Ginger is also known to help protect against heart disease, vertigo, and respiratory viruses. All right, so before we get to the cooking part of this, we're going to look at the oils that Teresa discussed earlier. As I'm sure you all know, there are a ton of cooking oils out there, But today we are going to look at coconut oil, which is right there, and olive oil.
Now this you can get anywhere. This, honestly, I normally buy this at our local grocery store. You can even get it Sam's Club, BJ's, all those places now, all the wholesaler stores are also selling them in these big containers. I have a big family. Not only do I have 2 boys and I have 1 little one on the way in a few months, but I also have 3 brothers that live near me, and they all have kids, and they're all over my house, and I'm always doing the cooking. So we always buy things in bulk sometimes, so that way I don't have to keep out and running to the store. This one is USDA organic, and this one I got at BJ's, and honestly, I love it, and it takes me a while to use it because you don't really need that much in cooking, as you will see. Go ahead.
Okay. And something to point out about coconut oil is, you see here, it's solid at room temperature. And just to clarify, coconut oil is a saturated fat, and we tend to think of saturated fats as bad fats, but also keeping in mind that coconut oil does provide other health benefits, and it is a good cooking agent. We want to make sure, though, that we're using it appropriately and not overdoing it. That doesn't mean eating a spoonful of coconut oil every day or adding it to your coffee just because we think it's healthy. Last week at the obesity teaching day, a cardiologist made a comment in her presentation about coconut oil being a saturated fat, and how she currently doesn't recommend it to her patients with heart disease and hypertension and those kinds of heart issues because there is a lack of long-term research done on it. That being said, if sauteing your vegetables in a little bit of coconut helps you to eat more vegetables, it might not be such a bad thing. It is safer to use in baked goods and stir fries because of the high smoke point than other oils. Some oils can't stand the high heat, which would give your foods a bad taste and would burn the oils. Okay. All right, now we're going to take a look at olive oil. As you can see here, this is a lot different than coconut oil and is liquid at room temperature. It contains monounsaturated fat, which is considered a healthy fat, and it is a common ingredient in the Mediterranean diet. The Mediterranean diet is also known to be rich in fruits and vegetables, whole grains, legumes, and nuts, and low in fat and salt. Just like olive oil, the Mediterranean diet provides a lot of heart benefits and is commonly followed by people with different types of heart disease. Olive oil can be used in salad dressings, roasted vegetables, and to flavor meat and breads. It contains antioxidants such as vitamin K and E, which can help prevent and or treat heart disease, diabetes, stroke, and arthritis. Olive oil is also known to reduce inflammation and treat rheumatoid arthritis. All right, and that's it for olive oil.
So we learned about a little bit of the different oils tonight. I want to say personally, as a dietitian, I do like coconut oil. I'm not a person that adds this to my coffee. Now, I know I have patients that come in and tell me they do this. Is it the placebo effect working that they tell me that they have no more aches and pains or that their migraines are gone? I don't know. There's not a lot of research and not enough research for us to fully determine that. But if it works, I say go for it, unless you do have heart issues. Please, if you do not use this in overabundance. It is still a saturated fat, okay? But I do use this in my cooking, especially if I'm cooking on the stove, which we will be doing today. I have my saute pan all set up, and I'm gonna actually start to heat that up. And what I like to do is, if I have coconut oil, this I use to cook with on the stove, sauteing things 100%. Olive oil, anything I'm eating raw, if I'm making a salad, if I'm mixing a salad dressing, I use olive oil. If I'm using it for maybe to dip in some Italian bread or something like that too, you know, we all kind of like bread every once in a while, right?
Once in a while.
I will use that as well. I also use this sometimes to do roasting vegetables in the oven because I do feel like it gives it a nuttier, richer taste that the coconut oil doesn't provide. So there are different uses for each oil, but as a whole, I would say that cooking on the stovetop, I definitely use the coconut oil. So today we're going to be making some chickpea with spinach, and we're gonna use the majority of the spices that Erin talked about today, okay? The only one I'm not gonna use is ginger, but we're gonna use our turmeric. I have, instead of using the spices of garlic and onion, I actually roasted some garlic. So we're going to be using some roasted garlic today and some roasted onions and peppers. Now these I roasted up last night. Like I said, I have a busy life. I understand everybody who says, who can make a dinner in 20 to 30 minutes, right? Or something healthy for my family. I have a 5-year-old and a 1.5-year-old. And we're always trying, my husband and I are always trying to give them nutritious meals because I want them to eat healthy, not only because I'm a dietitian, but I believe that that's the right thing to do. So I do sometimes do some make-ahead things. One of the things I do is I do like putting a lot of roasted garlic in a lot of my items. So I make this ahead of time and I make it in bulk. I'll put 3 or 4 in some tin foil, put some olive oil, and roast it in the oven at about 400 degrees for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, depending. Take it out. It has this nice brown color. It looks wonderful. It's nice and soft. So what we're going to do is first,
it smells delicious.
And it smells so good, right? Onions and peppers are the same thing. I literally did these last night. I cut them in half. I put them on a sheet pan. I did use olive oil instead of coconut oil on that one. And I roasted it on the 400 degrees for about 20 minutes, okay? And then, again, you see that nice caramelized color, and you see the nice color that the roasted peppers got too, okay? So first thing we're going to do is that oil up, nice and heated up. I have 2 cans of chickpeas. I rinsed them and I dried them beforehand, okay? Now chickpeas, I love using chickpeas. It's high fiber. There's some nice protein in there. My son loves them because he sits there and pops them in his mouth like candy. And I think that's adorable. So I do use chickpeas a lot in cooking and regular beans as well. So we're going to saute those up. As those are sauteing, I'm going to take, I have put my onion, my roasted onion, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give it a nice little chop, okay? Now you don't want to have it too much, too small, because honestly, if I'm going to have some nice roasted onion, I want to taste it in my cooking, you know? I don't want to have to look for it. So after that is nice and diced, what we're going to do is take it, bring it over to the stove, put it in with the chickpeas. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is wipe off that knife because there's a lot of oils on there. Then I'm going to take my roasted peppers and I'm going to do the exact same thing and just give it a rough dice. Okay. Now these, again, this was super simple to make last night. It literally took me probably about 5 minutes to cut everything up. I used about 2 peppers, okay? And that's what I just put in there was about 2 peppers, just because when you roast them, they do get not too much smaller, but it does shrink down a little bit. Okay, so we have our roasted peppers in there. Next, I'm gonna take my roasted garlic. Oh, I love this smell. It smells so nice. And you can either take it and peel it back, or sometimes if you wanted to, it just kind of, it's almost like a paste, and that's what I wanted to show you. See what it turns into? See, it's almost like a paste. And we're gonna put about, I would say about 3 cloves. Personally, I use a little bit more sometimes because, again, I like the taste of it. Although lately, because I am so pregnant, the baby doesn't like it as much. So we're gonna put that off to the side now because the garlic's all done, and I'm gonna wash my hands. Would you mind stirring that for me, Erin? Sure. Thank you. Okay.
And the red peppers add a nice color to it, as you can see here.
One of the things I always find with kids is they like things that have color to it. The more color, the more apt they sometimes are to eat it. So this has the chickpeas in it. It's got that redness in it. And now we're going to add about 2 cups of fresh spinach. Now this spinach, easy. I didn't have to worry about cutting off of anything. It was in a bag already. All I did was rinse it, dry it, and that was it. So we're going to add that to our pan. Now spinach, none of you have ever cooked with it before. It shrinks down a lot. I've been looking at spinach to use all the time in my cooking lately. And that is because when you are pregnant, you want to have a lot of iron. And spinach contains a lot of iron in it. The next thing I'm going to put is some fresh cilantro. And it's about 2 teaspoons just minced up real quick. I have a fresh cilantro plant that I have in my kitchen, and I just kind of took a couple of leaves off, and I just like that flavor in it. We're also going to add some chili powder. Now, if your kids don't like spicy food or they're not used to it, omit the chili powder, okay? I think it would be more important for them to eat the vegetables and the protein and the beans in here than it is for them to have the chili powder taste. Also, we have cumin here. And cumin, I have about a teaspoon here, and we're going to add that to the mixture as well, and about a teaspoon of turmeric. About a teaspoon of turmeric. Cumin, teaspoon of cumin.
Look at those rich colors.
I'm going to add the chili powder. Now, if you don't add the chili powder, maybe add some paprika, because that'll give it some more depth of color. I like getting smoked paprika because it does give another heightened flavor to the dish, okay? So what we're going to do is saute this up for a couple of minutes, okay? And when it's done, it's going to be this nice, vibrant dish. Now, the thing, too, is when you're using these canned chickpeas, now remember, you're really just kind of cooking the vegetables, right? And you added mostly roasted vegetables. So some people like their vegetables that have a little bite to them left. So if you do, you don't have to cook this all that long, okay? Chickpeas are already cooked. You can eat them out of a can. So this can be cooked up in how long? About 5 minutes, right? And it's a nice, healthy meal. You can use this and side it with maybe some salmon, a nice piece of grilled salmon, a nice piece of grilled chicken. Or if you want to go on a vegetarian kick, you want to maybe just put it over some quinoa and have that extra protein in the quinoa. You can do that as well. So either way, this is a quick and easy dish. It can either be eaten as a whole dish if you like, or a side dish. And look at the colors on this. Look how pretty that looks. See all the nice, beautiful colors? The turmeric, now turmeric is an anti-inflammatory, as Erin said. It's great. I know a lot of patients that do use turmeric that do have arthritis and take turmeric pills, or would just add it into their yogurt every morning, a teaspoon or two. And they do say that they do feel a lot better from it. So look at that. Great color, right? I'm going to let it cook up for another minute while I get 2 dishes out, because what kind of cooks would we be if we didn't try it?
Exactly. And if you don't finish it tonight, this saves well as leftovers, so you can always have it for lunch the next day as well.
Okay, Erin. All right, so let's see. It's all nice and cooked up. Oh, that looks beautiful. Okay.
Thank you.
I gotta make sure I have my spinach for my baby. So, as you can see, this dish is dietitian approved. Here you go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's see how it tastes. Oh, delicious. And if you saw, we didn't put any salt in. There's enough salt, even though you're rinsing off the beans, there's enough salt in these beans already. You don't have to add any more. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's web series. I look forward to talking to you guys next month, and I think we're going to talk about, what we're going to talk about, I think cooking with spinach is going to be a good topic. So,
Which is great for you.
Until next time, have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Eat healthy. Bye.